a short talk about the work. What we are dealing with is the question of ethical aspects of gene editing technology. This is a game changer in genetic engineering. The last year Nobel Prize was actually given to inventors of this gene editing technology, and it has opening a new horizon how we are going to deal with inheritable diseases, because now this technology can manipulate and correct mutations in organisms. And there are several genetic diseases, like for example beta thalassemia or sickle cell disease, which are a huge number of people are suffering by that. And now there are several companies already in the clinical trial experiments for so-called somatic gene editing to help those people, because all these life-threatening diseases are impossible to actually treat by classical methods, and fixing the gene is actually the treatment hitting the cause of the disease. It's complicated, of course, and still we need more experiments, but it's very promising. And at the same time, it raises a complicated ethical questions, because using this treatment would be very expensive. The gene therapy is actually the most expensive treatment available. So, for example, not only in rich country how this very most expensive treatment could be used, but for a lot of the people in less developed countries or undeveloped countries suffering from these diseases. And we also have to start to discuss about new understanding and new models of financing of research, but also in case of healthcare insurance company to finance such treatment, because for example in case of gene therapy a single shot treatment is for the whole life change, but it's very costly. But comparing to some classical treatment methods which are used on a regular basis each year, when you calculate it for the lifelong period, the even quite expensive or very expensive gene therapy would be cheaper at the final calculations than the regular therapy. But it's very difficult for insurance company and society to accept some long-term vision and long-term financial plans. And we know that politicians don't plan long-term, only to the next election. So it's very difficult for, in general, for humans to deal with these long-term issues. So let's take this global warming issue. So all these questions opening are a big challenge for bioethics. Start to discuss about this. Technology is here. It very soon be at the level of clinical, for the clinical use, and other questions like the financing, like the distribution of limited resources, like the price and patenting will be on the table, and we have to deal with it. So we can help to solve these very difficult issues connected with gene therapy.